unfortunately for Ariana, there is being more added to the story, as more people are coming out about how Ariana interfered with their relationship in the past. To add to this controversy, a musician and actress who goes by Ricky Valentina recently came forward over on TikTok, and she's claiming that Ariana also took her boyfriend during a break with Graham Phillips, someone who Ariana was dating at the time, when karma finally exposes Ariana Grande after she stole your boyfriend in 2010. Ricky made some shocking allegations against Ariana. In the post, she claimed that back in 2010, when she was dating Christian Fortune, who's an actor who played in Victorious, that Ariana supposedly stole him from her while she was on a break from dating Graham Phillips.
Hi, so I'm going to make this video as quickly as possible. I did not realize this video was going to blow up so quickly.
The news of Ariana Grande seeing co-star Ethan Slater broke out not long after her separation with her ex-husband Dalton Gomez, and not long after his separation with his wife Lily J. How did they meet each other? Grande was cast as Glinda the Good Witch in John M. Chu's Wicked adaptation, which is slated to go from stage to screen in 2 parts, the first of which is due in November 2024. Slater will play Bach in the films. The production began in London late last year. In a conversation with Page 6, Jay recognized that the sudden media attention hasn't been amazing for her young family, but did not confirm or deny whether she and Slater were separated when he started dating Grande. Ariana's the story, really, Jay told the tabloid. Not a girl's girl. My family is just collateral damage. The story is her and Dalton. An anonymous source told Page 6 that Jay is telling Ethan and others that she only cares about protecting their child. She's rightfully upset because her marriage fell apart, but Ariana and Ethan didn't do anything wrong. Ethan is trying to take the high road and hopes he can resolve this situation for the sake of their child. Back in 2014, Grande and Big Sean went public with their relationship mere months after his engagement to Naya Rivera ended. Though the singer and rapper ended their romance after less than a year, Rivera later implied the relationship actually began as an affair. In her 2016 memoir, Sorry Not Sorry, the late Glee star wrote about coming home to the Into You singer hanging with her not-yet ex-fiancé. We'd been fighting for 5 straight days while he was traveling, and then on the one day that he was back in LA, he said he didn't want to see me, Rivera wrote. Well, asshole, I've got a key to your house, she countered. I walk in, go downstairs, and guess what little girl is sitting cross-legged on the couch listening to music? It rhymes with Smariana Schmond. Then, in 2018, Grande embarked on a very high-profile but short-lived romance and engagement with Pete Davidson not long after he ended his 2-year relationship with Cassie David, comedian Larry David's daughter. And by not long after we mean days after. In her 2020 essay collection, No One Asked for This, David said that Davidson ended their relationship for good over shortly before she discovered he was dating Grande via social media. By her own admission, Davidson and David were already somewhat broken up. David writes that she had called off the relationship but reached back out days later to backtrack and take him back only to be shut down by the SNL star. He told me he was now the happiest he had ever been, and he wanted to continue our time apart, she wrote. This 180 wasn't what I'd expected, but it wasn't unfamiliar. I said okay and that I loved him, tears streaming down my face, and he hung up quickly. This isn't the first time she has got herself involved with a newly single man who has just left their previous relationship. Back in 2016, Ariana started dating the late rapper Mac Miller, shortly following his breakup with long-term girlfriend Nomi Leisure. Dating coach Kate Mansfield pointed out Ariana's dating pattern, stating that it can be explained using human psychology. It is human psychology to want what we can't have. But throw being a hyper-attractive and desirable celeb into the mix and we have the perfect ingredients for wanting the unavailable, she told the Mirror. Essentially, if you can have anyone, why wouldn't you want something a little complicated and hard to get? Anyone else may seem boring. But Mansfield went on to state that if the pattern continues for a long period of time, it could be a sign of a deeper issue of childhood trauma or low self-esteem. She added, it might seem a strange idea that a famous celebrity could have low self-esteem, but often it is true.
So after he had told me about the little comment she made about the clothing, I knew something was up. I don't know if it was a true statement or if she was just trying to impress him, but still very weird to say. I was homeschooled for a while, and this was my first time ever getting the chance to go to a homecoming. So I asked him to take me to homecoming, and he said he couldn't because we have to be kept a secret. Once again, I'm an idiot. Finally, the homecoming happens, and he breaks up with me, telling me, hey, you know what? I think I'm holding you back. He made me miss my homecoming! But I knew something was up. Just, I could feel it. So, remember how I had his passwords, right? I went onto his Facebook and saw so many messages between them of them meeting up behind my back while we were dating, him going to the set of Victorious, and them getting together in her dressing room. I was livid, but they also made it so obvious at this point because they were leaving little smiley faces on each other's wall. And I was friends with her on Facebook at the time. So I reached out to her, I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. I was like, well, maybe he told her that, he doesn't have a girlfriend, or maybe she just, doesn't know about me. So I sent her this long message, hey, girl, I don't know if you know this, but I was dating Christian while you guys were getting together, and, he cheated on me with you, and I just wanted to let you know this, because he was also, with me while he was with you, looking out for each other. That's what girl code is. What does she do? She blocks me. She blocks me on Facebook. And I had sent her proof. I had sent her all the photos of us together, and she blocked me. So I went onto his Facebook and I messaged her myself, and I said, what the heck? Why did you block me? That's not very nice. I was letting you know what's up, and you're still okay with this? He eventually caught wind that I was on his Facebook, and he kicked me off. And down the line, they were still together. I don't know if they were official or anything, but they both had matching Facebook profile pictures that I found on my old computer, and I made one back flipping them off. This was her profile picture. This was his profile picture. And this was my profile picture. But at the end of the day, I should be thanking her, because if it wasn't for her, I would have never met my boyfriend that I met after, who I'm actually now married to. So it worked out for the best. I also made a song about his cheating ass, which has 28,000 plays, which is pretty good for an independent artist, so that's a win for me too. And here's the real kicker. I guess she ended up cheating on him, so he came crawling back to me and apologized, and I said, bye!
Still on Ariana Grande's dating scandals, like and subscribe for more gist. And see you in our next upload.